Hey, what's up everybody? So as we all know, the new Toyota Land Cruiser is out there in the wild now. And I just gotta say that one of the first things that I noticed about the design of that new Land Cruiser is that it looks a lot like the FJ Cruiser. Personally, I'm a big fan of the way it looks, and if Toyota were to have come out and said that the FJ Cruiser is coming back and presented that design, I would have been happy with that. It looks like a newer iteration of the FJ Cruiser, and it keeps some of the heritage designs of the classic FJ. But today I want to talk about some of the similarities that I initially saw, specifically the side mirrors. Now, we're all aware of the FJ Cruiser's notorious blind spots, specifically this C-pillar right here, which is enormous. One of the first things that I would recommend if you got an FJ Cruiser would be to purchase brand new side mirrors from Japan. Now, the Japanese spec is different from the US spec in that they provide a different field of view. You can kind of see the distortion happening as I move around here, and that's by design. But if you haven't checked out my video about the very first mod that you should do to your FJ Cruiser, I'm going to link it right there, and you can go ahead and watch that. Now, unfortunately, the mirrors that I'm talking about no longer exist. They're called Easy View mirrors, and I don't think they produce them anymore. So look online for the Japanese side mirrors. You can find them for, I don't know, around 40 to 50 bucks or so. And they'll basically increase your field of view so that you could see more. They do the same thing as these Easy View mirrors, which is basically provide you with a fuller field of view so that they basically minimize the blind spots. I basically wondered whether or not the mirrors on the new Land Cruiser are the same as the FJ Cruiser, because if that was the case, then purchasing a set of the Japanese spec mirrors would definitely benefit drivers of the new Land Cruiser. So out of curiosity, I basically went to my local Toyota dealership and walked up to the lot. I took a look at a new Land Cruiser on the lot just to take a quick look at the mirrors. And this is what I saw. All right, so quick look at the FJ Cruiser mirrors. The mirror in particular has sort of a rounded edge right here, right? And in the new Land Cruiser, this edge is sharper. That indicates to me that the shape of the mirror is different already. So I walked up to the parts counter. So they basically told me that they are completely different items. They printed out a diagram of the item numbers for me, as well as a itemized invoice for what it would cost. So right here, these are the FJ Cruiser parts for the mirror. That's the assembly. 87901B is the right-hand side, 87906B is the left-hand side. Now looking over at the Land Cruiser mirror assembly, in particular, we're looking at this mirror assembly, 8791A and 8794A for the right-hand and the left-hand side, respectively. So clearly, the item numbers for these two housing assemblies are different. And what's different in the Land Cruiser one is there is the option for heated mirrors in the Land Cruiser. So that much is different, but I think I can safely say the mirrors in particular are different from each other on these two vehicles. So unfortunately, if you were to purchase a Land Cruiser and want to get these Japanese mirrors, looks like you're going to be out of luck. But if you do own an FJ Cruiser, again, I would highly recommend checking out the Japanese spec mirrors, because they do make a huge difference. If you're a non-believer, I'm never going to convince you, so I'm not going to try. But for those of you who are willing to give it a try, I think the difference will definitely make your driving experience a lot better. I'll leave a link in the video description for those Japanese spec mirrors. Let me know if you buy them, and let me know how it works out for you. I'm very curious to see what people's opinions are about those mirrors. All right, so that's it for this video. I hope you got something out of that, and I will catch you guys in the next video.